Hi UBC, I'm Ginny Monaco. It's November 28th and you're watching the Ubyssey Weekly Show.
This week in the paper, we have women's hockey who lost again and they never win, and women's volleyball who never loses. So nice little contrast there.
This week in the culture section, there's a behind-the-scenes look at a production at the Freddie Wood Theatre.
This week in features, on Monday, Justin McElroy is going to outline a proposed plan for how UBC could be governed with local democracy. And on Thursday, we're going to have an entire supplement dedicated to sex.
In the news section this week, we're going to be having a story recapping and explaining the Gage South consultations. We're going to have a story about how the Engineering Undergraduate Society is looking into becoming an incorporated body. And guess who interviewed David Suzuki? Me!
You just heard a little bit about the Engineering Undergraduate Society's decision to incorporate. Here to tell me more about that story is Mickey Cowan.
Hi.
So Mickey, why would the EUS want to incorporate?
There are a few benefits to incorporating. Mainly for the EUS, it involves their own building, the Cheese. They're looking into getting a new building in the near future, and there's a possibility of having retail space and things like that in there. If they incorporate, they have the control to hire their own staff and have a little bit more control over their own building. So that's definitely a benefit. Another part of incorporating is that they can make their own bylaws.
Are there any other undergraduate societies like this or student societies on campus?
Yeah, the Graduate Student Society currently operates in a similar way. They have a bit more control over their building, the Graduate Student Center, and as well, when it's open at least, Kerner's Pub, which they are free to hire staff for, and as well caretakers for their own building.
So does this mean that EUS students wouldn't be part of the AMS?
No, they'd still be part of the AMS. They'd still pay AMS fees. They're not looking to separate at this point. They would still get the health and dental plan as well, so they still get all the benefits of being AMS members.
So what's next? Where does the AUS go from here?
Well, they have until January 16th to decide if they want to incorporate, and at that point, if they decide to go for it, then they're going to have to go to a referendum, which would need a 2/3 majority in order to pass. So the engineering students would vote to incorporate.
All right. Thanks, Mickey.
Yeah, no problem.
Have you ever been to an EUS event? I haven't, but what about the rest of UBC?
No, I haven't yet. I'm first year here, so I haven't been to any yet.
No, I'm actually in Faculty of Science, so I haven't been to any engineering ones.
No,
I haven't. Yeah.
I went to the engineering competition thing.
I have not. Yeah, absolutely.
If I ever consider engineering, I might go.
No idea.
Probably not. For curious sake, yeah. Like, why not?
David Suzuki was on campus on Friday to receive his 27th honorary degree. The UBC managed to speak to him, and guess who did the interview?
Me! So you've been connected to UBC for a long time, and you already have 26 honorary degrees from around the world. How do you feel about getting your 27th from UBC?
Science was everything. I didn't want to be involved in administration. I knew I'd like to teach. Didn't want any of that other stuff, and I guess I was seen as a non-player in the university. I don't know. I think the university's had a difficult time with me.
What do you think about UBC's current sustainability initiatives, and where should they be moving towards in the future?
Well, I think that this will carry on. We've now got the greenest building in the world. My hope is that within 6 months it won't be the greenest building anymore. My attitude is, what the hell took you so long? You know, we've had the 20th century when we built these monuments basically to how clever we are, you know, these great glass structures, and we've never really paid attention to genuine sustainability. So I think the SIRS building is something that we'll be able to brag about for a while, but it won't always be the leading edge. But I hope the research that goes on will carry on, and universities should be the heart of where sustainability ideas are coming from.
I've heard that your involvement at UBC goes beyond the academic, and that you have a connection to the Pit Pub.
I'm glad people remember that. Well, one of the things I always remember from graduate school was that the great place for for creating a sense of fellowship, but also for ideas, was a pub. It's not just about having wild times and getting drunk. It's where you just sit down and you start really brainstorming about ideas. So I wrote a thing. It was kind of a tongue-in-cheek article about why UBC should have a pub, and I suggested it be called a pit, mainly because I was thinking of the Fraser Arms where we used to go, and I thought arm pit. But anyway, I was glad that idea got taken up.
That's all for this week, folks. I'm Ginny Monaco, discovering what's inside the giant blue bin by the rotting pile of leaves since 1918.
Oh.